Warriors, come out and play. What's up, my friends? How we doing? Come out and play. If I had some bottles, I'd clink them. Clink, 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 clink. That's my bong. No. Come out and play. How you guys doing today? I haven't seen that movie. I love the movie The Warriors, dude. I've seen it. I actually never seen it, but it looks pretty badass. I don't know anything about it. I do know about this one early 90s movie with Emilio Estevez. Emilio and Cuba Gooding Jr., where it was kind of early 90s street violence kind of movie where they, like, suburban people get stuck in the downtown street violence of the breaking news, breaking news hour world that we live in. But I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid. I wish I remember what it was called. Emilio Estevez, Cuba Gooding Jr., they get, like, tormented by these badass dudes, and they're like, hey, we'll give you some money, and they're like, okay, and they give them the money, and they're like, oh, this money's got blood on it. They're like, what kind of money doesn't have blood on it? So I'll look it up, see if I can find that movie, but in the meantime, I wanted to talk a little bit about what's happening in the day's world, in the news world. Everything's been going good. It's June. June's been kind of a slow it's been kind of a weird month. It hasn't been very Juney. It got really, really hot for like a little bit. I'd say like a couple days. 1/3 out of every day in June was acting like a June day. So 2/3 of June has been not June-ish. It's been more like April. It's like cold and rainy. It's definitely not like June, and that's just where I'm in the Midwest here. It's been very rainy and cold, and it's not what it's supposed to be in June. In June, it's supposed to be hot. It's supposed to be very, very hot in June, and it hasn't been this June. It's very odd. I really want to go on a couple camping trips, and I just know it's like one of my biggest like pet peeves. Is that I don't like being cold. It's like one thing I don't like. I do not like being cold. I can be wet. I could be hot. I could be sweating. I could be stinky. I don't like being cold. Cold sucks. So that's one thing that I don't like. Like, ask yourself, you used to ask this to people all the time, would you rather be so hot and unable to cool down or so cold and unable to get warm? I'd rather be so hot, man. I just jump in a pool, I drink some water. I don't care if I'm hot or when I'm sweating. I'm not dying. I'm shivering when it's cold outside. I fucking hate it. It's my pet peeve, but I know people don't have pet peeves anymore because everything pisses everyone off, and everyone has to react to what pisses you off and apologize to the thing that fucking pissed you off. According to the world today, so I ain't apologizing to nobody. I have pet peeves, but I'll get over it. I want to go on this bike trip, so I've been thinking about packing fleece, packing like a North Face, and I want to do it in June because it'll be warm, but it hasn't been warm at all. It's June. It's not what I want it to be. It's not how I can be okay if it gets down to 55. I'd say is my minimum. If it gets 55, I'm probably shivering. But I'm not, I'll be able to get myself a little warm. But, like, as soon as it gets to 50, like, right now it's 50 outside, probably like 51. It's probably 55 right now. It's cold. It's fucking cold outside. I hate it. And that's actually really, really nice for where I am in the Midwest. 55 degrees Fahrenheit. It's really, really nice. But today it was like 80, and then it rained, and it got cold, and it's just fucking not behaving like June should behave. It's not a very good June, in my opinion. I don't know, June, my buddy has a birthday in June, and he probably loves it, but I'm not into it. I'll talk a little bit more about what else is going on in the world today. Big headline in the news today is, I'll start with the Midwest. Chicago Blackhawks had their rally parade today, where they walked around the city and just said, hey, I'm Blackhawks, and we won, and everybody cheered for them. They said 2 million people went down there. My mom said getting to the city and getting home was miserable. She fucking stood the whole way there on the train. stood for an hour and 15-minute train ride there and back because she couldn't find a place to sit. She said there was a guy drinking Jack at 6 in the morning on the train just waiting to get down there. There were so many people, 2 million people down in downtown Chicago today celebrate the Blackhawks Stanley Cup 2015 run for the cup. They call it the Dynasty Day or whatever. But that was the big news in the Midwest. But on the East Coast, there was even bigger news, in my opinion. But nobody around here has talked about it, or they're all about Blackhawks, which is, I'm not very sports-oriented. But I did hear about this fucking weirdo. He traveled like half across the country to South Carolina, and he went to this like black Lutheran church, and he sat in like a Bible study, and then he fucking started shooting people. After sitting in this Bible study for an hour, he started fucking shooting motherfuckers. And he has the worst bowl cut haircut I've ever seen. There's a headline now. It says, roommate, the Roof, I guess the guy's name is Roof. Roof was planning attack for 6 months. He shot a fucking pastor, beloved community members, a librarian. He's a dick. I can't believe he did that. He says, sat in prayer meeting at a black church for nearly an hour before opening fire. Shooter's alleged words, "You rape our women, you have to go." What the fuck is that? That's what you made him. You and your fucking weird ass news made him. It's so weird. How did he get that way? What made him think that? Do you think it was just all the internet? He's 21, and they said he was 21 years old. Why did he? I get some weird conspiracy theories. Like, I believe in aliens, but like, I don't. I get that from the internet, but I don't know. It's where did he get these weird thoughts about you have to go? He says he wanted to start a civil war. Wow, that's far out. This is crazy. I was just talking about if anybody's familiar with the term shock doctrine. Like, that's kind of what this kid's doing. It's a shock doctrine. He has a doctrine, and it's a fucking not an equal doctrine. His doctrine says the Civil War. I'm a racist bitch, which I do not agree with. But a shock doctrine essentially is there's so much fucking built up energy around a cause or something, and then when somebody has the perfect opportunity to do something shocking to promote their doctrine, they will. So like this kid, all the crazy on black violence that we've been seeing on the news, like cops beating up black people and shooting and killing black people, that has built this huge energy for this kid to come out and shock the world with his doctrine, which is far out, which is like what 9/11 was, kind of, I want to say. It was, oh my God, everyone was so shocked, so America pushed forward its defend itself doctrine, anti-terrorist doctrine. They were like, this is what we're going forward now. This guy's doctrine was not as righteous as that of protecting ourselves. His doctrine was, I'm starting a race war. That's what fucking Helter Skelter Charlie Manson was about. That's fucked. Very, very far out. I wanted to get to that today because that happened like yesterday night. They said last night, which is crazy. Wednesday night, last night, yeah, fuck. So he's got a terrible haircut. He drove from across, like, he's still alive too. I saw him walking around, and he's like totally conscious, and they didn't kill him, and he's under arrest, and it's far out that this dude exists. I can't get over how, but no, everyone's talking about the Blackhawks here, so I don't understand. I don't fit in. I told my mom, I don't fit in. I don't drink beer. I don't like drinking beer. I don't like fucking going to bars. I don't like watching the fucking sports. I like my fish. I like my bikes. I love my aquariums, and I love riding my bike, dude. And I guess it's narrow, it's simple, but at least I understand some of this far out global, social, fucking what we're living in. I don't know. I'm not staring at Blackhawks hockey. It's June. It's 55 degrees outside. There's no ice. I don't understand. It's so weird. this world we live in. I don't. Ugh, it's so weird. All right, well, I think I'm gonna call it quits on that. So I'll throw three feelings right now. I feel weirded out. I feel very anxious. I gotta get some shit done tonight. And I feel I don't want to feel anti-love. I just feel anti-y'all. Dude, that's motherfucking Vinnie Pai's lyric. Just anti-y'all. Anti the douchebags. Get out of here. I heard another quote the other day. I don't hold grudges, but I'll probably never talk to you again. I liked it. Because it's the truth. Anyway, that was one feeling, weird, anxious, two, and then third, I'm pretty awake. That's the third feeling. I feel awake. Three thankfuls. I'm thankful Blackhawks won. I'm thankful my church is safe. And I'm thankful that they caught this guy before he could do any more bad, which is fucked. So, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for listening. So the No Quarter podcast, it was very, I guess it wasn't a positive one, but I had to get off my chest. I really wanted to do it. This is number 4 or 5, and I'm going to keep pumping them out. I know they're not quite as great as they can be. I know they could be way better. I know there are way better podcasts out there, but I would love to keep doing this, maybe just for me. I think just for me would be cool. And I'll throw them up on the internet, so they'll always be on the internet, and I won't have to save them and store them on my iPod. So I think that'll be cool. Maybe I'll get another buddy to do one of these with me. I like the 13-minute format, so I'm gonna try to get that. I like the 13-minute. That's a good. Everyone's been that way, and I think I'm gonna end one of these. I'll try to end them all with a song. I liked doing that last time, so if I'll scroll through some of the songs that I like this week, and we'll throw one of them up. All right, I got one. Willis Earl Beal, this motherfucker's got this badass song called "To Try to Cry." So we'll call it at this. Thank you for listening again. Listen to this song. I think it fits pretty well into what's going on in the world. I guess it could be applied to both Blackhawks winning and this church massacre in South Carolina. That's it for me at June night. I'll hit you guys up later. Here it is. Too Dry to Cry.
I'm just sitting at the table thinking about me, with my moccasins on and waiting by that phone, with my half-mast eyes like the tearless drone. I am the deep down clown. You better throw me a bone, 'cause I've been making that sound when they let me alone. To knock you in strands, you got to give me a chance to invest this romance. So when I pick up my phone, I have a place I can go. Oh no, don't leave me hanging like a spider with no fly, 'cause I'll be banging on the walls, 'cause I'm too dry to cry. Oh no, don't leave me hanging like a spider with no fly,